The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This is taken at his 4. A nice little juke. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Check 53 is Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Shoot.
Hey, gun. Get hot.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
180.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
21. Here we go.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Hey. Mike 7. Hey, watch the ball.
Mike, 53. Mike. Watch the run.
Get hot.
From the 31, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got you.
Motion. Check 53's Mike. Check 53. Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 50.
Hey, gun.
Motion.
Get hot.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
11.
54.
I got you.
Check it out.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Here we go.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
21.
Right there. 54. Right
Hey, gun.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Mike's 54.
Get hot.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Here we go. 180.
Check 55. Mike. I'm here all day.
I got you.
Mike by 5. Mike 55. Mike by 5. Push him.
Get hot. Push ahead.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Mike 53. I got him.
SOS.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Two. Hey, Charlie.
Man, I got you. Check.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
Go.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
49ers first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, check.
We're scoreless after one.
Let's go.
Here we go. 180.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Hey, gun.
Mike 53, Mike.
Hey, hush.
On first down, it's Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch QB drop. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, hot.
Now Mostert. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 8-yard line.
Here we go.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, Alpha.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Record.
Black.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Mike 54. Mike.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
You ready?
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. A big run that time by Elliott. 57 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 20-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
That's it, on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
21 yards. First down, Dallas.
There you go.
Mike 5-4.
Watch your slap. Watch your slap.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Prescott now from the 50. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. 72 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to a... The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. Sliding. Check back 54. Line 54. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Check 26.
Here's Elliott. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. Skirts by him at the 35. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Watch the safety creep. Check 37. Check 37.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Too low. Check. Check out. Hop. Show it.
Again, it's Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
And of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
13.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here we go,
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come on, D. 12, fellas, here we go.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
I got you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
What we got?
1, Omaha.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike.
Hey, gun.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A first down carry by Elliott. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tackle.
They go to Elliott again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
47. 26.
They'll run with Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check. Fresno. Check 52. Back. 26.
Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Cowboys nothing.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Quit talking about it and bring it. Here we go, 46.
Mike 57. Let's go, baby. They turn it over. Get that ball.
Prescott to throw it. That's caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let him know.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
That's it, baby.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Check.
On 2nd down, Ingram. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They'll do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This is Ingram on first and 10.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
DeMarcus Lawrence on the stop. 1-yard gain.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 6.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Watch twin.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Flushed out right. It's caught by Roberts. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. This is Ingram. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Ingram. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Robert Quinn.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. They find some open field here. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Elliott. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
14. Ravens 10.
Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
From midfield now, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2.
Here
Yard gain.
By Josh Bynes. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
we go. Line 8. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 8. Gun.
Rush in.
26.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Set, ready. Let's go. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming. I'm set.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
6-man.
On the counter, Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing, Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
That's complete to Cobb. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 26, check 26, 26.
This is Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go. Slow right in.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the